guys, this is Heather with Book Junkie, and today we are going to be doing the discussion questions in the people we meet on vacation. I did make a previous video doing my book review for this book, so please check that out. With the discussion questions, there might be some spoilers in it, so please, if you're going to read this book, don't watch this video until you have read this book. And there are about 10 questions with this, so I'm going to go through each one. Here we go. First question. When they first meet, Alex and Poppy are immediately put off by each other. Have you ever made a friend after a bad first impression? I have. I did make a friend, and I didn't think that we were going to be friends. Then we ended up being good friends. Long story short, we're no longer friends. So definitely didn't last as long as Alex and Poppy's relationship did. So, next question. What's something you do on vacation that you're unlikely to do in your daily life? Is there a certain comfort in anonymity? I love going on vacations, especially when I was younger. I was very shy, and so going on vacations was me to do things and be myself, and there's really no one there that will judge me. Even if they are judging me, who cares, because they're never going to see me again. So that's my favorite part of vacations. But now I tend to be myself almost everywhere I go. So vacations, it's really just to let loose and not have to worry about work and to just have fun and relax and just enjoy your time there. So that's why I love vacations. There's not really anything I wouldn't really do other than my daily life. I think maybe try different foods that I normally wouldn't eat here. I am a very picky eater, so when I go on vacations, I do try to eat different kinds of foods. Question 3. Have you ever met a goal and found that your reaction wasn't quite what you expected? I don't think so. I think I have met a goal and realized it didn't really give me the same comfort as I wanted it to. I guess like going to school or moving to a new city and starting my job. There are always like goals, but then it kind of plateaus and I'm waiting for my next goal to come up. The hype of it doesn't last long as I mentally prepare for it to be. Yeah, I guess a lot of my goals, I kind of expect the initial reaction, but then it kind of just plateaus and I get in a little lull again. But question 4, what is your worst vacation memory and your best? Worst vacation memory, kind of hard, but growing up, I'm the younger sibling and I was a brat, and going on vacations, my family would always go to like Cape Cod and we would do mini golf, and I always remember me being my bratty self and throwing a temper tantrum and just being my bratty self. And I wish I didn't put that on my family when we did go on those vacations. So looking back on it, I feel really bad about that. But my best vacation memory, first one is Nashville. We went last year. It was my birthday, and the singer was like, anyone's birthday today? And I'm like, my birthday. And so they called me up on stage and sang me happy birthday in front of everyone, and I was my very awkward self, but it was so much fun. I don't like being in the spotlight like that in front of a crowd. And then my other favorite memory, vacation memory, would be probably when I went to Ireland. I was there for St. Patrick's Day, so that was really cool to be in Ireland during St. Patrick's Day. That was a blast, so I would say that too. Question 5. Poppy is going through professional burnout. Have you ever experienced that kind of fatigue? How did you get through it? I experience burnout all the time in my job. I'm a nurse, so I got burnt out real fast. What I do to get through it is I try to take a lot more time to myself. I read more books. I take my bath. I go for my walks if it's nice out. So I really try to take a lot more time for myself and not pick up as many shifts, even though I want the money. But money isn't everything, guys. You gotta treat yourself and stop picking up these shifts and working all long hours just because it's a good paycheck, because money doesn't equal happiness. At least that's what I think. So where was I? Question 6. Which vacation of Alex and Poppy's would you most want to take? Which one would you least want to take? I'm going to do the least one first. So the least one I would want to take is the Canada one. I have no desire to go to Canada unless it's like Niagara Falls or Quebec. That would be cool. But it's like the least, that's like on the bottom of my bucket list right now, is Canada. It's right there. Even though I've never been, it's right there. So I feel like it's very accessible to go there. Other vacations I would want to go that they went to, obviously I love Nashville. I would definitely go back to Nashville every year if I could. Their California trip, not the main one, but the flashback when they said that they were a couple and got free wine and all that stuff. I would love to go to all the vineyards. I love my wine. And then the Croatian one sounds fun because I just love experiencing. I love vacation, so I would love to go everywhere. Question 7. Having grown up in a small town, Poppy struggles to break free of her reputation, or at least struggles to believe she can do so. When have you felt misunderstood, and how did you get past it? I also grew up in a small town. When I felt misunderstood, and how did I get past it? I feel like I often get misunderstood because I am not good at articulating my thoughts. I try to say the same thing different ways to try to get my point across. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but that's what I try to do. And if they still don't understand me, then I'm like, it's not meant to be. They don't need to understand me, I guess. Or it kind of loses the point after you explain yourself so many times in a row. But that's what I do when I feel misunderstood. And I just try to be myself, and if they don't like that, then tough luck. Question 8. Why do you think it takes Poppy and Alex so long to admit their feelings to each other? They kind of said this in the book, but I think the main reason why it took them so long was because they had such a good friendship and for so long that they did not want to ruin it. They were scared of the change that would happen with changing their relationship and taking it the step further than just a friendship. But I think their friendship kind of would ruin their overall relationship because they both had those feelings. They're both hiding those feelings, so it's kind of hard to be yourself when you're trying to hide feelings to someone and you're around them, but you don't want to tell them your feelings. So I think that's the main reason why it took them so long, was because they just didn't want to ruin their friendship and they wanted to stay as strong as they were. Question 9. Rachel has a lot to say about contentment versus purpose. In your own life, do you prize one above the other? Are these ideas mutually exclusive, or can you have both? I think you can have both, but it's rare. I strive for purpose over contentment. I feel like the contentment doesn't last long, and having a purpose, knowing that you have a purpose, can drive the contentment more, that you're okay because you have this purpose in your life. So that's what I think. And lastly, question 10. Do you think Poppy and Alex are going to make it? I think that they are, and if they feel like they're not, I feel like they're going to take a while to end it just because they took so long to start it. And now they're going to be afraid to end it if anything did go wrong, or if they needed to take a break from each other. They wouldn't want to because, again, they're scared of losing each other, and they've had each other for so long. They know how each other works and talks and what they need. So I think that's really going to help drive their relationship, and they know basically how to comfort each other. So I think that's the main thing. But that is it. That is all 10 questions for The People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. And so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my videos. Always recommend books to me. I love reading so many different kinds of books, so please send them my way. Thank you guys. Have a good one.